need to look at my map to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that is the Carter Gap Shelter. And I am on day 12 of hiking on the AT and doing a slack pack this morning from Burning Town Gap back down to the NOC, about 13 miles altogether, and just passing through the first shelter, not really stopping, and hoping to get some good views of some balds today, especially Wesser bald. So see you down trail. Right. First view of the day. This is the Cooper Ridge Lookout. Look at that. I've got this cool app called Peak Finder that I've just started to learn how to use that will tell me, hopefully, what all those mountains are over there. So I'm gonna whip it out and take a picture. I think I'm looking back at the Smokies. You see me. These ferns are hip deep in places. They are so cool. I would love to have a yard full of them back in the back. Look at here. A rhododendron that's popping. Oh man. All right. Nice and chilly this morning. I got a layer on. There's some mountain laurel. Pretty stretch of trail right here. Got a long sleeve layer on that I have not peeled off yet, and I've already done a 700-foot climb to gain this ridge line. Already had one good view. It was not the Smokies that I was looking at. I'll tell you about that later, but anyway, very nice morning. All right, now at the top of Rocky Bald. A good bit of the same view I had from Cooper Ridge Lookout, and this one's unfortunately a little bit more obstructed. But my morning's hike has carried me up from Burning Town Gap, up that flat-topped summit right there, walked the ridge line to that little summit right there, and have come down. And I think I have a little flat walking from here to the descent down into Tellico Gap. And then I'll have one big climb up to Wesser Bald and back down to the NOC. All right. Here at Tellico Gap. Just came down from that way. You see mountains both directions on this power line. And the trail is heading back up this way. Starting to climb up to Wesser Bald. Going up my climb, I should have videoed before I had some better views, but I'm on my way up out of Tellico Gap. Pretty mountain over there, but you see all these dead, denuded trees, and seeing a lot of them laying on the ground. Evidently, in the not too distant past, there was a pretty humdinger of a storm that came up through here. Ooh, I would not have wanted to be here on that day. And anyway, I don't know what these flowers are, but they sure are cool. I've never seen them blooming, so this is one that's a good one to pick up. Maybe a later season, later spring flower. All right, I'll put the camera away. I can't believe how fast and easy I made it up here. I am at Wesser Bald. There's Fontana Lake and the Smokies. And here is the fire tower, which I'm about to go up. So we'll have a better look from up there. All right, there's my morning path along those ridges and up and over that little couple of knobby ridges down into Tellico Gap, and 360 degrees. Looking back over there is where I've hiked the last couple of days coming out of the Smokies. Hold down that ridge line. Chilliwack Bald is over there somewhere. Great Smoky Mountains. Oh my gosh. Boy, oh boy. About to take a panoramic photo here. It's crazy. I can just about see my whole hike from over here. That is the southern end of the Smokies, back over that way, over in the left side of the picture, right there in the middle, the kind of flat spot, high spot right up to the right, if you're going at an angle from the lake looking up, is Clingman's Dome, the highest point on the Appalachian Trail. Then just to the right of that, the little three-humped mountain, looks like four humps, but that's one hump is in front. The three-hump mountain in the back is Mount LeConte. And then that is the southern end of the Smokies over there where we came down into the lake. And there's Fontana Lake right there. One more shot. There's Clingman's and Mount LeConte, North Smokies that way. The ridge coming down out of the Smokies. And then it goes back into Fontana Lake right there. Then we came up this ridge in the foreground and back around, and that is Chilliwack Bald right there underneath that little pyramid-shaped mountain in the foreground. Right behind it is Chilliwack Bald, where I was the other day. Oh my gosh. And those are the mountains to the south where I'll be heading back tomorrow. Amazing. Some of the cleanest, coldest water you'll ever drink right there, buddy. Right out of the pipe, out of the ground. One more look, looking back toward the Smokies. The middle ridge in this picture, not the one in the foreground, but the second one with the little bump right there in the middle of the picture, that is Chilliwack Mountain coming down. That is how I got down into the NOC. So I was walking from left to right going southbound yesterday. That's Chilliwack Mountain going up right there. I'm not sure if this ridge in the foreground is how I'm going to get back down to the NOC, but these are two of the, I was talking about these climbs yesterday. These are two of the most severe climbs in the southern Smokies, coming in and out of the NOC, coming in and out of Fontana Dam, and coming in and out of I-40 on the Smokies. They're all pretty severe climbs. But anyway, you can see my path walking down yesterday, and then of course my beginnings are way off that way along that far ridge line through the Smokies, going right to left. Pretty crazy seeing where you've been walking. All right, I'm beginning to think now that all these dead trees that I've seen did not die because of a storm. They died because of a fire. Seeing more and more burnt stuff. And So, yeah. I think that's what it was. All right, another good view of Chilliwack Mountain. That first ridge past the one right there in the foreground, the little pyramid knob right in front of me. I came up from the left out of Stokoe Gap yesterday, and then Chilliwack Bald is just to the right of the summit of the little mountain in front. And then of course it goes on down into the NOC, and that's the Nantahala Gorge down there. I believe this is a spot called the Jump Off right before you start going down. And of course, those are the Smokies over there. Ooh, this is the Jump Off. Look down there. Holy cow. What a craggy little piece of trail this is. Clingman's Dome. Again, looking over at Chilliwack Mountain with the Smokies in the background, and back up the Chilliwack Bald. Man. About to head down.